Now this is podcast.
You're gonna hear us jerk off the movie, as I said.
You think this is funny? Yeah, is this funny?
Just think about like Ash's mom, like how shitty of a parent she is. Like your kid dies so much almost, and you just like, well, keep having adventures, honey.
It's like, oh, you're 10 now. I guess you're old enough to have this backpack and go talk to Professor Oak and
Get the fuck out of my way.
Was that the scene with the little girls and the little girls?
Why couldn't Superman spot that bomb? It was fucking covered in lead, bro. There you go.
Now this is podcasting.
I saw his asshole fly through his mouth. Hell yeah, man.
Now this is podcasting.
You use your inside voice.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, like Jim Gordon, like half of that movie. Jim Gordon was like, something really bad just happened, Batman. I pooped right in my pants.
Jeremiah Wigglestaff?
Yeah, Jeremiah Wigglestaff. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. This is Schem from Now This Is Podcasting.
Saying this so calmly as you're running over
yeah. We're all back finally after I don't even know how long of a break we had. I'm currently playing Batman Arkham City. I'm joined obviously by Bat Mike over there.
I'm Batman.
We've got Sean, who's a regular staple on the show. We've got Joe, who's still a piece of shit. And
I'm Joe. I'm a piece of shit.
He's trying really hard to be a piece of shit.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, he can definitely improve. He could be more of a piece of shit. Oh, can't go there yet.
I've yet to abandon a child, but I've been watching There Will Be Blood to figure that out.
Well, today we're talking about the Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, Jeremiah Wigglestaff as Jim Gordon,
A.K.A. Jim's right.
Zoe Kravitz,
Name?
James right.
Jeffrey
His
Wright.
name is Wigglestaff?
So his name is Jeffrey Wright. But the other day, Mike and I were talking about it, and he's like, "What's his name? Like James something?" And he's like, "I know the initials are JW, so we're just calling him Jeremiah Wigglestaff." Because the initials are JW.
Which I'm gonna start doing for everyone. It's Bobby P. That's Robert Pattinson. That's what I'm gonna call him now.
Bobby P.
Bobby P.
Bobby P.
He's earned that. He's earned that nickname.
Yeah. So I'm, if you're listening to the audio of this, you're just listening to the audio, and that sucks. But you should check out our YouTube channel. Because I'm just running over people in the Batmobile right now. It's actually pretty great.
You're a visual learner. It makes more sense.
Yeah. And I'm just destroying Gotham. I've become the very thing I swore to destroy.
You swore to protect. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I became the thing I swore to protect. The villains of Gotham.
You zapped him.
Hell yeah, I zapped him.
He zaps everyone, bro.
I guess that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, when you're getting it's the electric shock that knocks you out. It's the getting hit from the Batmobile going 80 miles an hour and sends you into a wall that kills you.
Yeah, so I guess I'll kick it over to you, Sean, first, because I like you more than Joe and Mike at this point.
It's true.
It's true. What'd you think of the movie?
The movie was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good. Like I said, it's probably my fourth favorite Batman movie, but it's pretty fucking good. Pattinson put it down. I give him that. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Mike.
That's a 5-star review.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On a scale of 1 to 12, where would you rate that? The NTIP scale.
Well, first of all, we do 1 to 7, so I'm not gonna play around with this shitty 12-point schedule that you pulled out your ass. So on a scale of 1 to 7, I give it about a 6. It was pretty damn good.
You said a 6? All right.
6 out of 7.
6 out of 7. All right, I respect that.
I say it slaps. You know.
Yeah. It definitely slaps.
I mean, it's still no Aquaman, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's close to Aquaman.
It's no Aquaman?
Ain't no Aquaman. Aquaman is still number 1 on our rankings. I think we did the poll.
Aquaman gets it just 'cause, like, Aquaman's more realistic and grounded.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Well, Joe, you seem to take offense by that. So
How was Aquaman, Joe?
Seeing the Aquaman movie, it just seems a little silly. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh,
it was the best DC movie of all time. It was easy. Factual and actual. And the worst TLC.
I am going to have to be sat down and be made to watch that movie because I don't think I'll ever watch it on my own.
Well, it sounds like a personal problem because you're wrong. But on
It's a
scale
fun
of
time.
Batman movies, I got Let's see what we got in front of it. At 4, we're gonna go the Batman. I'm gonna put it over the Dark Knight. I'm gonna make that decision.
So wait. So you got 4 other movies above the Dark Knight.
That's what I took from that too.
I got Dark Knight at 6. That's where I got Dark Knight at.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, at 6. So honorable mentions at number 6. We got the Dark Knight. Before that, we got Tim Burton's Batman, and then so that's Tim Burton's File. At 4 would be the Batman that we just had with Robert Pattinson.
Mm-hmm.
At 3, all right, this is where we get into the nitty gritty. Can anybody guess what I think 3 is gonna be?
Batman
I'm saying
Forever.
Batman Forever. Yeah.
But no, you're fucking wrong. It's gonna be Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. That's y'all fucking up.
See, I thought you were talking about live
animated?
action.
Okay.
Batman. Yeah.
Oh, that's not the list I made.
Return of the Joker's good.
We should have planned.
Animated series, there's a shit ton.
Oh, that means Batman: Mask of the Phantasm is your number 1. I'm just calling it right now.
It's number 2. Bitch.
Number 2. Number 2.
The rest. No, under the boy. Shout out to my boy Jason Todd. That's my guy.
Oh, that's
Batman
fair.
character.
Okay, that's fair. I knew that about you.
Under the Red Hood?
Yeah.
Under the Red Hood.
Okay.
Alright, those are my controversial takes.
Alright, so let's reword the question then. What about live action Batman?
Yeah, that's how Mike and I ranked him. I didn't realize that we were doing animated.
Because you guys are elitist. He leaves piece of shit. So you gotta have that available. But no, right now, this is I said number, I'll go number 1. I can put it right above Tim Burton's Batman.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Batman and Robin. Next time.
Yeah. That's my number 1.
Batman and Robin. You know, I'm not even mad at you.
You should be.
You will be.
Hey, if you want to have an opinion, I can't be mad at
building. All right, Mike. So give me your impressions of the movie, and I guess while we're at it, give us your rankings.
My rankings. Okay. Well, I love the movie. It's my favorite Batman movie, and I don't. Like, I've seen it 3 times already, and it still gets better every time I watch it. Like, the way the tension builds in the whole movie is just great. It's the most comic accurate I think I've seen, and I said that about, like, a couple other ones that I saw before this, so... but this is, like, this felt like reading a Batman comic after I came out of it. Like, I felt like I read The Long Halloween, like, Batman Year One, and, like, or Hush. Like, there were so many elements from the comics that were in this that I really, really loved. And I felt like they got the characters down the most in this movie as far as, like, Batman's supporting cast. It was a really good take on, like, the modern comics that have been, like, out for a while now, probably since, like, the early 2000s. So, as far as those depictions went with, like, Riddler and Catwoman and Penguin. And yeah, I mean, like, the whole tone, Pattinson is, like, my favorite Batman. Like, I can't, dude. Like, I gotta put him, like, he's
No, I'm not laughing because I thought you were wrong. I'm just laughing because...
dude, like,
you're
like,
so...
all of his
He's so
acting is
new.
with his eyes.
He's so new, and you're just like, yeah, he's the best.
He is. Like, he really is. Like, I don't know. I have no problem with it.
Oh.
I really liked his Batman. So, I'll go my list then. And I just watched a lot of these, so... I don't know, rewatching the old Batman with Keaton was rough. And even the one with Batman Returns was rough too. 5 I'm gonna go with... I'll probably go with Batman Returns at 5. I'll go Batman 89 at 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why you got the Batmobile so far away from where you need to be?
Got a mind of its own. I'll probably put Batman Begins at 3. And honestly, 1 and 2 is such a toss-up, it could go either way, but I'll probably put... I'll put the Batman at 2, but it's like such a close 2. Yeah, I know, right? And then I'll put the Dark Knight above it. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Dark Knight is your number 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna put Dark Knight number 1.
You just called Robert Pattinson your favorite Batman.
I know, dude. I know, but like, the feeling of the Dark Knight was like.
Okay.
I mean, there's other aspects you have to take into the Dark Knight too. I mean, like you had like Heath Ledger's last movie essentially, so that's like, you know, a big thing, and like his performance was really, really good in that. As much as I like the Riddler, and I think the Riddler was a little bit better. The only reason I put Ledger above him is because he had more screen time. You didn't get to see too much of the Riddler in this movie. It kind of made it more menacing. It made more sense for the story.
Well, yeah, 'cause especially when you see him, he's this fucking puny guy.
Yeah, like dude, fuck. I
Yeah,
can't, like,
he
I
looks
can't
like
even,
Jeffrey Dahmer.
dude, I don't even know, like, the Batman.
He doesn't even know.
Can Batman swim in this? Just want to find out.
No, Batman
but
never
don't
swam
hand
in
out.
any of these.
Oh, they just pull you out. Whack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes into the upside down there, as you saw. The water just goes into a fucking blank. But yeah, I mean, God, it's just like the Dark Knight and the Batman are really, really good. Like, so for me, they're interchangeable. But I think Robert Pattinson's the closest to the character that I've seen.
Hey Mike, that was a soft take because you didn't really pick. I don't like you ain't double down.
I know. Fuck it,
We
the
about
Batman.
doubling
I'll
down
put the
on
Batman
that.
one.
Oh,
I'm going with the
fuck,
Batman.
Fuck yeah, we double down on this show.
Yeah, the Batman. Put me down.
Alright.
Batman.
What about you, Joe? I'm just trying to knock over this police car if possible.
You can't.
I know, they won't let me.
You need the boost.
Batman is a fun flick for the whole family. It's guaranteed to bring a good time to anyone who watches the movie. It's got Holt with the Hollywood Insider saying this is an Oscar early favorite. Actually,
That's a load of shit. Because number one, it's a superhero movie.
well, this is the buzz. This is the buzz around Hollywood right now. That's what they're saying. People are saying this.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Paul Dano's gonna have to die for him to get an Academy Award on this.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like,
If history's shown
that's the
anything.
only way. Like,
This movie really made you question: does this movie need more Bat or more Man? And it answers it. It presents the question and also answers that question.
I'm proud of you, Joe. You definitely watched it.
yeah, that was a very concise take.
Yeah. What was your what did you think the answer was? Do you need more Bat or do you need more Man?
I think that's set for interpretation for whoever's watching it. Really, if you think about it, I can't. If I would say that, it would affect how you view it, and it's against the director's, Chris Pemberworth's vision when he made this movie.
Pemberworth?
Yeah, the director of the movie.
Oh yeah,
Matt
the guy who
Reeves?
played the guy who played Star-Lord. You know.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
who
good
directed
movie.
it.
I think a lot of people will like it, and I think a lot of people will love it.
What'd you like about it?
I like that it was a good time. I thought that movies that are good times are usually a lot of fun to watch.
Okay.
I had even myself when I was watching it, I said, "Man, this is a good time."
Yeah. What was the
Tim, what
best
did you think
part of the
it?
time?
Joe's struggling too much. Shem, what do you think?
Yeah, I just wanted to catch Joe and see if he actually watched it, Apparently
Just
before I
watched it.
got
feel
on
like I
here.
lived it.
You lived it.
He did watch it.
You lived it.
It's an experience. It's an experience, and that's what the director wants. The fact that you kind of are talking about it kind of think goes against the whole purpose. In the interviews they said leading up, they said don't really talk about the movie.
Oh no, Bruno.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, they said don't talk about it, so I'm respecting the wishes of just not talking about
Fight Club, fuck them. I'll talk about what I want to talk about.
I don't know if I can talk and also destroy
it.
things in
What would
Gotham.
you say is your favorite thing about it? Because I thought, first off, that hey, no character like the Batman. Did you think the same thing?
No character like the Bat. There was no character like the Batman in the movie except for the Batman.
There's only one the Batman.
Police didn't really fuck with Batman. Like we got in the past, we got hints that people did, like police didn't like him. But like this one, they actively didn't fuck with him. Like he just showed up to a crime scene, and they was like, "What you doing here, Gordon? Get him out of here." They was ready to beat his ass.
Yeah.
Like
they didn't do anything about it.
No, police really
they
didn't
just
like.
Yeah, he's here.
They talked to him, but they was like, "Yeah, he don't whoop my ass."
He's like that employee that's been there for like 30 years, and they're just like, "Hey man, you can't go on your smoke break, right?" What? As he's walking away from you.
Remember when he got knocked out, and he woke up into the interrogation room, and like they was ready to fuck him up, like. Like, we hadn't seen that in any Batman movie before.
No.
Like, it's usually been like, you get hints that they don't really like him, but you didn't see that they him. This one, you saw, like, they didn't like him, and Gordon was his only, like, person who was riding with him, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that Jim Gordon was so good.
Yeah, he was.
Jeremiah
Wigglestaff. Yeah.
He was so good.
My homie.
Yeah. So they let him punch Jim Gordon in the face, and they're like, yeah, I guess we're just gonna let that's gonna slide, I guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of, there are a couple of those things, like, first of all, I feel like they would have unmasked him right there after the bomb went off. Like, that wouldn't even have been a question.
Not unmask him, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody was this.
And I kind of wish they would have put in, like, the, Batman has a thing on his suit where, like, if you go to take his cowl off, they do it in the Dark Knight, it electrocutes. And then there's some other shit that he has.
That might have been the reason they didn't do it, though, because they didn't want to look like they were taken from the Dark Knight.
That's true.
Yeah, but even in Batman Returns, he has something like that, too.
Yeah. Or they could have did something along the lines of, like, it's fingerprint encoded. Like...
that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he had some sort of shit like that. Huh?
Bat Mike bringing up Bat Wings. I'm so proud of him.
That's right.
The guy in that car is definitely dead.
But I also don't think they wanted to, they didn't want to bring up too much of the technology like that into the movie. I feel like they wanted to make the technology kind of gritty and dark. And, like, he wasn't too reliant on it in this movie. Like, he had the, a lot of his shit looked like it was, like, homemade, almost. I think you had touched on this earlier, Schem, when we were talking about, like, the contacts and the, what else? Like the wired system that he had across from the Iceberg Lounge when Catwoman was in there and he was here. Like that all looked like it was just like almost radio tech.
It looks like he shopped at this local Radio Shack and was like...
Yeah, and he just put it all together himself.
Like,
yeah. He was just Spider-Man in the shit.
One of those spy kits you get at like the elementary school fair.
Yeah, here's your outfit, Selena. It's just like one of those fake glasses with mustache.
Oh, Groucho Marx mask.
Yeah, and she's just running through the nightclub wearing that and a dress.
Oh, there! I'm a patron of this place. I like what you've done. Is Falcone here? I really liked how much Falcone was in this. I thought that was really, really cool.
He really wasn't even in it that much, though.
But he had such an impact.
It.
Yeah,
he does.
Such an impact.
He represents the crime element of Gotham. Like
he represents
the corruption.
He's the antithesis of Batman.
He's my dad.
What?
A criminal.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, that's the other movie ever. Falcone is everywhere. Is Falcone
He's my father.
He's my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little unnecessary, but like, I liked it because like that's not something from the comics. I don't think he's ever been her father in any rendition I've read.
Just blew up that car. I did. Whoever.
But it was really
car,
cool.
It leads, to a cool moment. That was cool.
It kind of gave Catwoman her story too as to why she wanted to. I mean, other than the fact that he kills her friend. So like, honestly, she really didn't need.
No, she was doing pretty well on her own.
Yeah.
She says a bunch, but he also says to her the last time he sees her is take care of yourself, and her whole thing throughout that was, I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
So
they had good chemistry on screen. They really, I thought, like if you read like Batman Hush or like any of those, like, Catwoman and him have such a weird relationship.
Falcone and Catwoman.
No, like Batman.
Oh,
and
Batman, yeah.
Yeah.
Pattinson and Jim Gordon. GW. What are his initials?
Jeremiah Wigglestaff.
JW.
JW, I'll never learn his name now because of this moment.
Like you were going to beforehand.
I wasn't.
He's knowingly
Dude,
not
I would
knowing.
watch a buddy cop with just those two. A buddy cop
That's
movie.
essentially what this was.
Sounds like you
Just
got
without
that
the
boy.
buddy.
Put a mountain in for him.
They
Like,
were
next
great.
one, maybe Batman.
Yeah, he was a great
Yeah,
Jim Gordon.
I love when he was like, "Come on, man, what are you doing, man?" Like just
Yeah.
call him.
Yeah, like I said, I said it earlier. You could tell like he was a beat cop. Like,
Yeah, 100%. That's a really good point. It just deals with crazy shit.
yeah.
But
man.
always stayed.
You reminded me of like Danny. He was like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
I'm fucking here, man. Let's just go. Okay. Murtaugh, you're crazy. Batman, you're crazy. You're
That'll be
blowing
a
up
good.
half the city.
Come on, Skip.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, Skip. Come on, back.
I think that sets the stage for a really nice, like, old, grubby Gordon.
Kind of does, actually.
Kinda
Yeah,
does.
if we get to see him grow into the role.
Yeah, no. So I had to pause it because I can't talk about the movie and
Oh, great, this is great. Just crash
And
into
play.
a wall then.
no, hold on. Well, I mean, all right, I can crash
Okay.
into a wall. All right,
You get
let's
to
crash
tell the
into a
story.
wall. So
Yeah.
I the way I feel about the movie is very similar to Mike. You know, I think it's probably the most comic accurate representation of Batman in a movie, which I really enjoyed. It was 3 hours long, and I didn't think it needed to be 3 hours. Like I think that movie, they could have shaved like probably 20 minutes off of it. But I also didn't feel like the movie dragged at all. So like I didn't hate that it was 3 hours. I just didn't think that it needed to be 3 hours. And I think part of that is just like, and you know, Mike and I talked about it beforehand. You know, after we both saw it, I think some of why it dragged is, especially early on, they do a lot of just long establishing shots, and just really set you in Gotham, and it's just very immersive, which I think is just part of it. Like you just really get to be in Gotham. This is, I think, the best representation of Gotham City that I've seen in a movie so far.
100%.
But then, like, another thing about it too, why I think it's so long, and I mean, again, I didn't think it dragged, but like, again, 3 hours long, is like, it's very, Batman's very meticulous, you know, in the movie as well. It's almost like a game of chess that he's playing, you know, with the Riddler, you know, throughout it, and like thinking about the next steps and everything. Like, I couldn't help but think watching it the second time where he figures out, so there's like the riddle on the maze, right, where it's like you are El Rada Alada, you know, and then it's not until after he catches the Penguin where he's like, oh, you are L, and like types it into a website and then talks to the Riddler, and then it's like, oh, my next victim is going to be this, and then he goes to the orphanage and whatever. What if you figured out that at the very first moment? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would, I don't know, it's just kind of weird, I guess. Like, it's just like weird plot shit in the movie. It's like, but what if he had figured that out right away? Like, did Riddler, was he that concise, you know, that, or that calculated, I should say, that he knew, like, okay, I gotta send him to the orphanage, but I'm also gonna send him to the orphanage the same day that I mailed his bomb. What if the bomb had gotten to Batman, to Bruce Wayne, before he had ever been to the orphanage and shit like that? So again, there's just things like that I thought were interesting in it as well. But I loved it. I really enjoyed the
Which there's
movie.
little discrepancies in that in The Dark Knight as well.
Yeah, when I was watching The Dark Knight yesterday, I was like, why the fuck is the Riddler in this interrogation room with this cop? Like, the door fucking locks. Like, why did they need to put a cop inside the interrogation room with the Riddler to watch him?
With the Joker?
Was I say the Riddler? Yeah, I meant the Joker. It's because I'm thinking of Paul Dano. Yeah, in The Dark Knight, they put the cop in the interrogation room with him. He's like, you know how many friends of yours that I killed? It's like, that cop doesn't have to be in there at all. The cop's literally only in that room so that way the Joker can call the phone bomb. It's like, he doesn't have to be there. The door locks. Literally, the door locks.
Oh, yeah.
I look like Steve Bannon, and I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah. You know, there was just shit like that was kind of... there's also a lot of really funny moments in The Dark Knight, too, that I'd never, I guess, appreciated before, or, like, scenes that are supposed to be funny. It's like, oh, wow, this is Christopher Nolan and David S. Goyer there, and Jonathan Nolan, they all they got jokes. Like, good for you guys. But yeah, no, I loved the Batman. I think it's better than the Dark Knight. After watching it yesterday.
Though, there's a miscue that gets in the Dark Knight that really fucking bothers me. We talked about it the other night, man. But it's like in the scene when they're on top of the police station, Gordon and Harvey, and he's like talking about how he knew like Mendoza was like one of the rats. Like when he like I think like the guy playing Gordon, I can't remember his name, Joseph Jim Gordon-Levitt, whatever his name is.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman misses a cue, or either he misses a cue or like the delivery of like Aaron Eckhart, I think that's his name, is like really off. There's like a really awkward interaction. You have to go back and watch it, but like once you notice it, you can't unnotice it, and it's totally like a miscue. I don't know how it got in the movie. That's why it was not Oscar worthy, and that's why the Oscar buzz is all about the Batman.
Yeah,
there's
that's fair.
Little things in that movie that I've noticed after watching it so many times. Like when the tumbler goes through and it blows through and then it flips over, and it's right before he turns it into the bat cycle. When it blows through that wall and it tumbles, like before it cuts to the next scene, you can see it doesn't land perfectly. It lands and then it starts to rock backwards. So like it doesn't land, like, you know what I mean? Like it lands on like upside down, but then they cut it to where it like just folds over. But like there's little things like that in the movie that I've noticed, and I don't think it's from the movie being like, you know, like not edited well. I think it's edited beautifully, but it's just from seeing it so many times that like I noticed little shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in like the Batman, I haven't noticed anything like that really since I've watched it. And I want to say like a lot of this is blinding to me because I'm such a fan of the character. Because like you said, it's the most comic accurate version of the character I think I've seen. So like I'm willing to overlook the fact that it's like long in a lot of parts, and it's like, you know, it is a superhero movie, and some of the stuff is like, you know, a little bit like that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to rate these movies, the Batman would be number 1, the Dark Knight would be number 2, and then I think it would be Batman Begins, The Dark Knight Rises.
No love for Keaton.
No love.
No, Batman Returns though is my number 5.
Oh.
And then Batman Forever is my number 6. I rewatched Batman Forever yesterday too, and goddamn, that movie fucking slaps. I don't care that I was 3 when that movie came out.
So bad.
And Val Kilmer is my Batman. Val Kilmer is my Batman. That's who I grew up with. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know,
Dude,
Robert
Kilmer
Pattinson is
bad.
Robert Pattinson is the best Batman, but Val Kilmer is better. You know, like.
I'll get drive-through.
Yeah.
I'll get drive-through.
Would you like me to make you a sandwich, sir?
And
I'm into that. Yeah, I'm into that. Oh shit!
Wow.
I
Did you do a kickflip with the Batmobile?
I sure did.
The wall ride.
I want to punch this guy. Hey.
You gotta catch him
I'll
first.
say that, like,
Hey.
I think The Dark Knight is a better movie, but the Batman is just...
Get over here.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think the Dark Knight...
Black.
I need to solve the riddle, Josh. What's the riddle is? What's it when you tuck your legs over someone's face? It's teabagging. I know this riddle. I do this all the time.
Ooh, nut punch. Yo, can we just give some love to that opening scene?
Yeah, that's
How
what I was just gonna
Batman
say.
was?
That
Like the rain, the fucking voiceover. Dude, they made Batman look like a predator. He even says he's like, I have to pick my targets. Dude, they make him. They really shine the light on the fact that this guy is unstable, and like he's out to hurt people, and like he's not like your typical Batman of like, I'm here to protect everyone and be a symbol, which is like something that I think kind of got lost or got like emphasized, I should say, in like the Snyderverse versions of Batman, and even the Nolanverse versions of Batman, the last one, the Dark Knight especially, or the Dark Knight Rises especially. So like this was more of like a, well, I'm not here to be a symbol for anyone. I'm here to beat the shit out of people because it helps me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like this is what this would stop things like the things that happen to my parents from happening to other people. Like that's essentially what he's doing. He's not thinking about being a symbol or anything.
No, which
Like,
makes the ending of that movie
So good. Like I really like that. It kind of felt like the theme was missed though. It kind of felt like it came out of nowhere for a little bit. Because he wasn't really struggling with that throughout the movie, and then it kind of came up right there at like that last final act, which is why I kind of felt like that final act was a little bit. It didn't drag, but it was definitely, like you said, long, because it just didn't feel like it was. I don't know, like didn't really fit the rest of the movie's theme.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it just kind of come out of nowhere.
Loved it.
Teabagging me, there you go.
Got it.
Couple.
Got to. Oh, don't worry. I'm getting them all.
Alright. But yeah, like Mike said, I like that he was like, I'm the shadows. And like you can see the petty criminals, they would look down the alleys. Even when he wasn't there, they would look in the shadows. Like, is he here? Is he here? So it really showed the like fear he put. That was really cool.
It really felt like playing an Arkham game.
Yeah, that was part of it
like,
too.
Yeah.
One of the things I love about that opening. Oh
my
shit!
God.
Oh, punch all these
You
people.
like wrecked that whole building.
Yep.
Hell yeah, I did. I'm Batman, dude. I'm gonna fix it.
I jump out of cars and destroy half of buildings just to beat up some people.
I'm vengeance.
To beat up low-level drug dealers who just sell pot.
You hit him with a.
I don't want to put him in jail. I'm just beat the shit out of him, put him in coma.
What were you saying that earlier part?
Yeah, during that the whole opening monologue with him talking about being like a nocturnal animal and shit like that. Leading up to this movie, I remember watching an interview with Matt Reeves where he was saying that like he really wanted to lead into the idea that Batman is like the world's greatest detective, and sometimes like go back to those roots and not have Batman be a worldly hero, but have Batman being taken care of and trying to solve a mystery in Gotham. And that whole just opening monologue where he talks just really reminded me of kind of like a Dick Tracy film. Or something like that, like not every, but probably every, I don't even know, I can't necessarily say that, but so many old detective flicks always started up, with that log.
Yeah, you cheating.
Yeah, and, like, that was cool. Like, I just enjoyed that. It's like, oh yeah, this feels like a noir film. Yeah,
It was a nice breakaway from like even No Way Home. Like the humor in this hit because it fit the tone of the movie so much more. And it was so nice to see a movie that wasn't like
campy.
It wasn't
Like,
campy.
Robert
And like,
Downey Jr. for whatever he's worth, man. Like I'm so sick of like him being like, I almost got my fucking face shot off. I've killed 5 people, and I'm gonna come out here and be like, oh, I'm gonna make a quick whip.
see, here's the funny thing about that is he's the only one I think that can make that work. Everyone else, I feel like it doesn't work for them. But for his character, he's been doing it for so long. I don't have a problem with him doing it.
You know what kind of
It's other
psychopath?
characters doing it that I don't really care for, like, and like the humor just doesn't hit. A lot of it felt like a lot of No Way Home felt like fan service. I think we stated before.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it just felt like, yeah, exactly. And like I get that, but you could still have made a solid like script out of that movie. Like, and that script was kind of shaky.
Toby in it. They didn't need it.
Yeah, you don't need a script. You got Toby.
Yeah. They're like, we can either hire 3 more writers or Toby. Fuck it. You know my answer. Then all of a sudden, cut to Toby dancing from Spider-Man 3. He got the bag.
Spider-Man 3 still slaps.
It does. I've seen that recently, and it's still a fuck. It's cheesy fun. Just, it's like Batman Forever.
Like Batman, yeah, I was like, he's like Batman Forever.
Yep.
Dude, Batman Forever. So, one of the things that I really loved about Batman Forever watching it yesterday is just like how ridiculous the movie is. It is so like boiling acid, like just in the beginning. Like it can't be regular acid that's filling up this bank vault. You got to add something to it. It's got to be boiling acid. Like
you let me go.
The opening of that movie is one of the best openings of a movie I've ever seen in my life, and I will die on that hill. I will die on that fucking hill.
So bad. It's
boiling
so
acid.
Good. Dude, every line is like they're trying. Dude, The one thing I hated about Batman Forever is like Tommy Lee Jones is terrible in that.
What?
Dude,
Tommy Lee
Jones
Jones
is
was
in
the
that
best
movie?
part. Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
I will die on that hill. I do
does he
not like
play?
him in that.
Okay, so
Because
he
he's
plays
playing
Two-Face.
Harvey Dent like the Joker, man.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
yeah, he plays Two-Face in the movie, but if you listen to Mike didn't know this. I don't know if you guys know this, but Batman Forever is like tied into the Tim Burton Batman universe. Like it was supposed to be. That's supposed to be the same Batman as Michael
third
Keaton.
in the
The TVU.
Yeah,
Is it?
so it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's the third. I mean, even George Clooney's movie is still tied into that. That's supposed
Yeah.
to be Michael Keaton's Batman. And one of the things to keep in mind about Tommy Lee Jones, my only issue with those movies, is that in Batman and Batman Returns, Billy D. Williams plays Harvey Dent.
Yeah, I know.
And then one
That
day,
makes sense.
Harvey Dent woke up as a white man, and nobody in Gotham said a thing. They were just like, "Oh yeah, cool. Like Harvey's a white guy today."
Yeah,
And then he became Two-Face.
Joel. Why didn't Billy D. Williams do?
I'm gonna assume Joel Schumacher was racist. I don't know. Like that's the only thing I can go with.
Why that movie didn't get Hollywood buzz?
It got plenty of buzz.
Batman will.
Dude, Batman Forever slapped at the box office.
Still
It
does.
did.
Dude, it's still selling tickets. It's still playing. It's done so well that they've just never taken it out of theaters. You just never heard of it.
Now, Joe, I have a question for you because you swear by Batman Begins. So, which one did you like more? Because I think the better comparison for these movies is Batman Begins and Batman, because I'm assuming this is going to get a trilogy, so this would be the first of.
Yeah,
Is this the first of?
It-
Do you
it-
know that?
it is.
Oh,
And
that's
I
right.
better
it
get
came
my
out first.
quarterhouse next. I want quarterpiles.
You want
Right.
quarter vowel? See, I don't
want
need quarter vowel.
quarterpiles next.
I
You
feel
just
like we
had
got
to-
enough little bit of quarter owls in this. So,
Nah,
not
nah.
really,
You had the poor people trying to like fight back.
Yeah.
Now we need the rich people to remind them why they in their goddamn place.
What's the Court of Owls?
Well, bitch, that's your fault. You should know this. You should know this.
Joe doesn't know how to read.
No.
Joe's like, I like comic books because of the pitches, but I can't read the words. He just like makes up the
Words
stories.
for the longest time. I thought that was just like graffiti.
There's words in these?
Yeah, they've been putting words in them. It's stupid, I know.
Joe's like, this
Quarter
isn't a
owls
picture
would
book.
be cool.
Yeah, that's why they're for nerds. If you think about it, you have to read.
What is that?
Oh no, we gotta read.
Yeah.
What
So,
is that?
compare
that?
this to Batman Begins. Which one was
Yeah.
better?
This is better, way better than Batman. It's not even close.
Way better. Okay.
It's a better overall movie.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if it's because like they're able to do more with movies these days. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
I thought it was a pandemic movie. You gotta remember that. Like Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson got like COVID like mid like shooting and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
He did.
they have restraints.
it was a great movie. I know. I'm saying even like visually, like I think it's like I know Christopher Nolan, blah 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 blah. People like him. He's the bee's knees in Hollywood. But this was I like Batman because the reason why I like the Nolan trilogy was because it was different and it was a kind of a risk. At the time, superhero movies weren't as big as they are now, so it's more of a risk. And kind of was able to tell a unique Batman story. And the DC one, I don't think Batman really got his fair share.
No.
Ben Affleck, you mean?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Batflick.
Yeah, he
that's
was more of a
really
set
bad,
piece
like-
for everyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, and then but this one, once again, I think they took a big risk with how the movie was done, and I think that risk paid off because it ended up with the great movie that's getting a lot of buzz in Hollywood. Some Oscar
Man, I
buzz.
was really hoping there's gonna be people down there.
Are you saying
Yeah.
Buzz because you're Buzz?
No, I'm
Okay.
saying it because the pundits of Hollywood are all saying, "Hey, look out for this movie. This movie's taking Oscar gold."
Okay. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the Oscars are like coming up.
I don't know that. I have no idea when they
I'm
are.
pretty sure Sonic 2 is gonna win the Oscar, but okay.
Sonic 2.
He's got Idris Elba. Of course it will.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
that
mean,
guy-
I'll
Did all that just to upper, just to clothesline them motherfucker. Oh yeah.
he was the fucking. He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dude,
I like
Paul
them.
Dano was. Yeah.
He killed.
he was
Yeah.
Great.
Paul Dano was amazing. My hot take. Oh,
There's the dead guy. Check out his balls.
Do it.
Alfred, I've discovered some balls.
What's your hot take?
Master Wayne, those aren't any kind of bows. Those are your father's bows, Master Wayne.
Some men just want to watch their balls bounce.
Some men want to watch their balls bounce. That Alfred was really good too, man. That was a good
Andy
movie.
Serkis, yeah.
Yeah, he was literally there for like one scene thing.
He killed it.
He got blown up. It was the best scene in the movie.
Well, that and the hospital scene after, that was the big one because he tells Bruce that his dad wasn't really like a prick.
And he made him feel like a real dick for saying he wasn't his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was like, you needed a father, but all you
that
got
scene-
was me. Yeah, dude, I teared up in that, like honestly, because like being a fan of like the comics, I don't know, like that scene was just really, really fucking good.
Look at all his poop. The poop cam.
He's clearly constipated.
Yeah.
But like every character was just so well done. Like it's the best Catwoman. It's the best. We didn't even talk about Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Oh my god, so
He was
good.
phenomenal.
Colin Farrell?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
that's what everyone said.
I killed it. There was like I like the scene though, like when Alfred does wake up because this like motherfucker nearly got exploded to death
Yeah,
in place of Batman, and like the first this motherfucker does is start like talking shit. It's like, bro,
Yeah, he's like, you lied to me. I laughed in the theater when he says that. He was like, as soon as he's like, he smiles at him too. He's like, oh Bruce, you're here. I was so good. I missed you so. You lied to me. Fuck, mate. I literally just got blown up. All right.
Master Wayne, that's your
I didn't even eat my Jello yet, and you're fucking berating me already.
I ain't have my tea. They did a good job of making you feel like a real dick.
Nice
That was nicely done. Yeah, look at the hand model.
Yeah, again, like, dude, Pattinson's acting was all done. Awesome.
You did a great job, man.
Yeah.
Dude, so good. Like, just like he really captured like early Bruce Wayne. I thought, like, I was watching him and I was like, dude, that's not even Robert. That's not Bobby P, dude. That's Batman.
I think we were all in consensus, though. I think a lot of people trusted the judgment to have him cast as Batman. I don't think anyone was really like, no, that sucks.
No, I didn't. Like,
It was memes though that were pretty funny that I like, you know.
yeah.
Oh well, the internet, man, it's the king.
Like, well, dude, a lot of people forget like these are actors. Like they play characters. It's not like they're fucking, you know. And like Pattinson went on to do a shitload of stuff after Twilight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was skeptical, not like bad skeptical.
Shit.
No, because the only thing that I had ever seen him in was Harry Potter. No, was Harry Potter.
Oh,
he's in the fourth Harry Potter movie for like 35 minutes. Yeah, and that's the only thing I've seen him in aside from this movie. So
and he's not like fucking mind blowing in that.
No, but I had been told that he's like really good in like some of the stuff that he's done post Twilight. I don't give a shit about Twilight. I just haven't seen any movies with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I was just like, I don't know. I've heard good things, but like I'm a little skeptical because like I've literally never seen him act before.
I actually
just
added
know.
the Lighthouse to my Hulu. I guess it's on there. I heard that's really good.
That's what I've heard as well.
But like, yeah, I agree with you. I didn't hear anything. I haven't watched anything with him prior to Twilight.
You haven't watched anything to him?
Prior to Twilight? Oh, you mean since Twilight?
Yeah, since Twilight. My bad.
I was like, oh shit, damn, Mike, how far in the career you go?
Yeah, dude, I'm still in 2004, man.
I don't even know how I got these batarangs.
Stephanie Myers is putting out Breaking Dawn pretty soon. Can't wait for that.
Oh shit, I just blew up a car.
Oh, good shit.
Terrorizing the city.
What else is new?
These are innocent civilians.
Nah, the innocent people left. These are all bad people, so it's fine.
The other thing I thought this movie did better than any of the other ones, and Shemry and I talked about this for a little bit, was it attacked the duality of Bruce Wayne and Batman more than anything. Because he didn't give a shit about Bruce Wayne throughout the whole movie. He didn't want to be Bruce Wayne. No interest in it. Until Alfred got fucking fucked up. And then he was like, okay, like, maybe I should, you know, start kind of doing that. Like,
even then, though, I don't think he cared about Bruce Wayne.
No. Yeah, probably not really. He just cared about, like, Alfred.
Yeah, because that's what he says. Like, he's like, I'm not afraid to die. I will say the two best scenes. What's up, dog?
Cheers. Gonna give the next guy an Indian burn.
Yeah, for those just watching, some guy came up to me to fight, and I slapped him in the ears, just smacked his head. Yeah. In my defense, I was trying to teabag somebody that I had just beat up.
Yeah, he should have been.
Yeah, it's his. Yeah, so that's rude.
Why would you do that? You just saw him beat up 15 people.
So I'm the one.
Tired.
I switched my brands of coffee this morning. I showered. I'm taking him down. I'm the guy today.
You showered. Good for you.
What were the two best scenes in the movie?
This right here.
We're in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think the two best scenes in this movie were Alfred and Batman in the hospital talking.
Yeah.
You know, just
Agreed.
yeah, just you learn so much about Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's like
and
all
Batman.
Of the
Yeah,
right there.
you know, him talking about like not being afraid to die, but you know, with Alfred getting blown up, you know, feeling fear for the first time since his parents died, and you know, him saying like that, you know, he just doesn't want to feel the fear of like losing somebody close to him again, which also explains like why, you know,
He pushes people away.
yeah, I've seen it because I've also been reading over the last week. I've been reading like negative reviews of the movie because
Same.
I want to see what people didn't like about it, since I did like it so much. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's a fucking recluse and he's fucking emo and he's just a sad boy." And it's like, yeah, but like they explain why. Like, is it kind of an extreme? Like, yeah, I guess. But one, it's also a movie. But like they explain why he's so withdrawn and emo and shit like that.
Like, why doesn't he smile more?
Yeah,
Like,
and his
motherfucker,
parents
he was
murdered.
8 years old and saw his parents get murdered in front of him. I feel like Bruce Wayne's trauma is just overlooked so much because it's
he's
such
rich.
well, that and like it's been done so many times. Like, obviously people know the story, but like if you really think about it, seeing your parents get murdered in front of you at 8 is gonna have some serious psychological effects on you. So like I feel like a lot of people go into these movies, oh, okay, he saw something, blah blah blah, but it's like no, like he's deeply disturbed because of it, and I feel like this movie really captured that better than any of the other ones I've seen.
Yeah,
It also
I'd agree.
captures that Alfred should have put him in therapy or something like that. It also,
Exactly.
like, he's a fucking billionaire. Like, that's what most people, like, let go of. Like, okay, like, yeah, his parents got killed in front of him, but he has all the resources money can buy. Get this nigga some therapy.
True. That's a good point.
He does.
Yeah, but therapy isn't edgy.
Yeah, it's not.
Therapy is not edgy.
Something in the way.
The music. What was the other scene you liked?
When he's in Arkham with Paul Dano there at the end.
Oh yeah.
And that's one of the things I want to talk about as
Yeah.
well. It's just the ending of the movie. Do you guys think Riddler knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman? And why is Mike wrong? You've
I'm
changed
not
your
wrong.
you've changed your opinion
I
now.
think
not
it's
wrong.
Joe who didn't get the answer. Joe, you ain't answered this. Because me, Mike, and Jim talked about this the other day. So what do you think, Joe?
Does Paul Dano know that he's the Batman?
Yeah.
That Bruce Wayne's Batman.
I don't think so.
No.
Thank you.
Why not? So we're split here. So why are you wrong? Explain to me why you're wrong.
I was a little confused by that scene. It feels like you assume that he knows when he's giving that big speech.
You keep
But
saying
then-
Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah. But I kind of think that maybe Bruce Wayne was the final nail in the coffin.
That's the last one he wanted to get.
That's the prodigal son of Gotham.
The guy who promised change for them, who was Thomas Wayne, and he didn't deliver. So Riddler was reflecting.
Yeah, 'cause he got murdered.
So
Yeah,
here's my
murdered,
theory on this. Okay. Okay. So I gotta start on this.
Accountable for that? That's
There's
fucked up.
duality here. Okay. So like, if you rewatch this movie again,
If
The
I
Riddler-
rewatch it again. Yeah.
the Riddler and the Batman are so
Yeah.
fucking similar in this
Yeah.
movie.
They're
In
the
the
two
sense
sides of a
that, like,
coin.
Exactly. Even to the end when he's like, "I'm vengeance," that Riddler guy, Batman looks at him
That
and
was
he's
my-
like, "Okay, like
Yeah.
the Riddler's
That's one of my
essentially
favorite scenes.
Yeah, it's like the Riddler's essentially inspiring the same thing that Batman's inspiring. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like on a bigger level, and he's got more like people and stuff like that. But
Yeah, Riddler's only better.
true. I forget where I was going there.
Yeah.
No,
Where are you going
you
with
lost.
this, Mike? Because you're
Okay,
wrong.
so
you
no.
don't know.
Listen.
It's
So
a paper.
there are a
It's
lot
a
of,
paper
like,
argument or
They're
straw man
alike in
argument.
the sense too that, like, okay, at the end of the movie, Batman misses the big riddle because he is so focused on the fact that he thinks that the Riddler knows who he is. That's what he's thinking that entire last scene. He's like, he sees his picture. He's like, I know who the real you is. But like, he's so like focused on that, he misses the fact that there's bombs all over Gotham, and he missed that last clue. The Riddler is so focused on getting revenge on all the elite in Gotham, and he's also stated that he doesn't give a shit who Batman is. He says that. He's like, it doesn't. Everyone's trying to unmask you, but it doesn't matter because I know the real you. So like, he's so like focused on getting the elites and all that stuff. He doesn't even try to piece together that Bruce Wayne is Batman, because he's trying to get Bruce Wayne, and then at the end he's trying to get Batman. You know what I mean? Because he's using Batman the whole time to get his shit done.
He lets his ego get in the way. They both let their egos get in the way.
Exact. Well, yeah, that kind of, yeah. But
Yeah, they definitely do.
They're blinded so much by like their quest for vengeance, I think, is what it is. Yeah, and MTV. But they're so blinded by trying to get what they think is what they want that they don't realize that like maybe the answer is somewhere else, like right in front of them.
Good point.
That and like there's really no conclusive evidence that he knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. Like he keeps saying Bruce Wayne and that really think that he knows. But it also could be he's just so fucked up and like obsessed with getting Bruce Wayne that he's the only one that he wants to get there at the end, and that's why he keeps saying it. Because up to that point, he thinks that I think he honestly believes that him and Batman are working together. Because he uses him to get all this shit done. He brings Falcone out into the street. I'm gonna call him Falcone because that's the way it's supposed to be said.
Yeah, they said
and then he
Falcone.
gets shot. Yeah, whatever. But he brings him out in the street and shoots him, and then he states, he's like, I'm not strong like you. My strength's up here. Like, I needed you to do, like, all of this stuff. Like, all I needed was fear and a little focused violence, and you gave me that. So, like, and, like, he even makes the parallels to the masks and all that.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much, like
yeah,
in
and that the
between
mask is the real you.
you. Yeah, and he feels no shame when he wears it and all that.
Which is also, like, for someone with mental illness, like, once something that was a part of his plan didn't go well, it started to freak him out because he lost control, and that's like what mental illness would do.
And
I don't
that's
think
a
guy
huge
like
thing for
that
the
is
Riddler.
capable of figuring out who the Batman is.
No, because he wasn't focusing on it. If you really wanted to focus, figure it out. Like,
all right,
easy,
Sean.
Probably.
I've given you guys enough the floor, enough time.
Who the Batman was.
Sean, tell them why they're wrong.
Yeah. Because of some dumb stoner like me can figure out who the Batman was. You tell me this guy who manipulated all of the fucking city and tricked Batman a couple different times? Come on now, the guy who's smart enough to do URL as a clue can't figure out the Batman? Out of here. Out of here.
What kind of evidence is that?
Well, like, what incentive?
No, I think
does he
that's
have
I
for
think
not
that's a great
telling
analysis. Okay.
I thought that was great.
It is a good analysis.
It is. I mean, I agree. My thoughts on it, because I agree with Sean. If a stupid stoner like me can figure it out, then like why can't the Riddler, who's like way smarter than I am, right?
The movie is made for stupid stoners like you.
Well, you didn't figure it out, Mike. You didn't figure it out.
I did figure it out.
It doesn't sound like it. Doesn't sound like it.
I knew Bruce Wayne was Batman going into the movie.
Well, they never make it really clear who Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah, exactly.
Batman is Bruce Wayne. They don't make that clear.
No.
So you're on my side.
Never see him in the same place.
Part of the reason why I think the Riddler knows is when they're in the church during the or
House
after
of God.
Yeah, the House of God after the mayor's funeral. He tells Batman at one point, he's like, and you're involved in all of this. And he's like, how am I involved? And he's like, you'll see, right? So when Mike and I talked about that, yes, he's referring to Batman's gonna drag him out into the light, blah blah blah. But why is Bruce Wayne the only one that he doesn't try to kill in person? Everybody else he fucks with in person. But Bruce
It's hard to
Wayne, he
get a hold
doesn't.
of him.
He couldn't
He
get a hold of
doesn't
him. You're trying to tell me he
fuck
couldn't get a
with
hold.
Falcone.
Right. Okay.
Nope.
But he still kills Falcone, right? Batman, he sends a bomb to the house. No,
that was to Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Like, come on now.
what was
The
that?
bomb was Bruce Wayne.
Oh, well, Bruce Wayne is Batman. And I think that's part of it too. The fact that he didn't go out of his way to kill Bruce Wayne. So when he like went out of his way. I'm doing air quotes. What do you mean no one knows where he is? He lives
Because
in a
why would he
fucking
think that
tower.
Bruce Wayne's a recluse? He doesn't go out.
Even the lady running for mayor says like, I can't get a hold of you.
So he's
Yeah, because
probably
Batman
just
has
in his
depression.
house.
Leave him be, and he's a nocturnal animal.
Yeah,
Leave
we
him
just
be.
talked about that.
We literally just
Yeah.
talked about that.
You're not shooting down my point though.
I am shooting down your
You're
point.
just saying, no, you're not. You're just saying.
I'm saying that you're wrong.
You're just saying he has depression. That's fine. So be. He has
I just
depression.
love that the ending goes either way. That you could do that. Like,
Yeah, but you guys are
could
both
do
wrong
either.
though, and that's the
you're
issue.
fucking stupid. You're wrong, dude.
You guys are
I will
both wrong, and I feel bad for
Just
you.
look at Batman's gadget. Who else?
Yeah.
There can't be no poor person that do it, and he killing most of the rich
I-
people and shit
The
like
whole
that.
point is
Process
that
of elimination.
the Riddler is blinded by his rage so much that he refuses to even look at the possibility that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yeah, just like
He
Batman.
views him as
No,
some rich,
but he
white
knows.
piece of shit orphan.
But he
who
knows
wouldn't
because
do
when they're
anything with
talking
his
about
time.
when
because
they're
he's
talking
not a
about
hero.
killing Bruce Wayne, they're talking about it
He
metaphorically,
even talks
Mike.
about it. He's like,
They're
dude,
talking
Bruce
about it
Wayne isn't an
metaphorically.
orphan.
They're talking about it metaphorically, Mike.
They're
That's
not.
yes,
though.
they are. Because the
Not.
person, the mask is the real them. The fake them is the mask. Meaning, like, Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is the real person. He
Yeah, but
wants
he
to
doesn't
kill
know
Bruce
he's
Wayne.
Bruce
Yes,
Wayne.
no, because he knows Bruce
He
Wayne is
doesn't
filled.
care.
No, because they are the same person, Mike. You literally said it. They are literally the same person. They are the same person. That's why he knows. That's
But
why
he
he
doesn't
knows.
know.
But he does know.
How
Oh.
does he know? What
do you
incentive does he have to not tell anyone then?
What does he gain out of telling people?
He ruins Batman.
Okay, and what does that do for him? Like, what does he get out of that? He wants to work with Batman. He hit Paul Dano and Bruce Wayne. You literally said it before. Paul Dano
Sorry.
and Bruce Wayne are the same person,
Pretty much, yeah.
right? Both orphans. I mean, he says it in his speech too, like in the anger that he has towards Bruce Wayne. But the thing is, Batman isn't Bruce Wayne. Batman is somebody completely different than Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is
So,
like an
so he
aspect
was
of it.
okay with killing Batman before when he sent the bomb to him?
No, he was never. You're trying to tell me this dude who planned everything, saying Ave Maria how many fucking times in that movie, didn't plan for this? Like, that's the thing, and that's why he freaks out at the end, because his plan didn't go according to plan. Like, if he wanted to kill Bruce Wayne,
But
he
his
would have
plan-
killed Bruce Wayne.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that, no?
No, I don't. Rewatch the movie, dude. I'm telling you.
All right. Well, you're wrong.
And then go
so-
for. He doesn't.
He
There's
knows.
no way.
All right.
No.
All
I don't
Not
buy
but
that.
this piece that we
Because he's
discussed.
so angry at Bruce because of the fact that he's an orphan, right?
That's
Yeah.
That's why he hates him.
Yeah, because he also was an orphan, but Bruce Wayne had everything.
Was entitled, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
He's a
why wouldn't you
billionaire.
want to kill him with the rest of those pricks then?
And then why would he leave something up to chance and mail a bomb to his house and not just take matters into his own hands?
How are you gonna get a hold of him? He
Because
doesn't go
maybe he was
anywhere.
setting up for the next riddle.
Dude, he doesn't go. Batman doesn't go anywhere.
I mean, he was
just
planting
said it.
bombs
He
all
doesn't-
over the city.
Yeah, he doesn't go anywhere, so it'd be easier to get that mark because
Mhm.
he's not going anywhere. He's not moving.
Yeah.
It's a target.
So
He could have burned more people.
You gotta sneak
you're
your
gonna
way
get Bruce
in.
Wayne when he's at home.
How
So
you
he
gonna
was
sneak
trying
your
to
way
kill
in?
him.
Easy. He's thinking fucking anything.
Speaking of the
If it's the
Riddler,
will, it's the way. Yeah.
Yeah, but he knows he's Batman though, so he knows he's gonna have to fight Batman if he breaks into Bruce Wayne's house.
There you go, which is why he ain't go over there
I'm
with
playing.
his boys and
I'm
take
playing.
it over. So you
playing.
know
Nah.
that's my man.
Nah.
Is there any
Joe's on that
interviews
side
where
now.
Matt Reeves discusses this?
I was playing. I think this is. I think it makes more sense for them to have that as a character flaw.
Good thing you all don't make the movie.
yeah, because you guys are wrong.
We're wrong, Joe, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
guys are wrong. I talked to Matt Reeves.
We're just
myself,
explaining
okay.
to them why we're wrong.
Yeah. I need you to justify why you're wrong, because you're wrong.
Yeah. We're not trying to prove that we're right. We're just trying to prove why we're wrong.
Yeah, no, explain. I haven't proved. Just explain. I need to know your justification for being wrong. Like,
you don't need to prove that we're wrong. You already know we're.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know that you're wrong.
Yeah.
I know that you're wrong. And that's okay. And that's okay.
I'm gonna go see I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
I am seeing it again tomorrow. So.
I'm gonna go see it before you, and I'm gonna go in with the mentality that he knows Wayne is Batman.
And then you're gonna realize that I'm right and Sean's right, and then you're gonna be like, "Hey
It's
guys, I
gonna
want to
ruin
be
the
on
whole
your."
movie for me.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, "Guys, I want to
Make
be
the
on your
better
side."
movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't know he's Batman.
He knows that he's Batman.
Oh.
He definitely
Does
knows.
Bruce
I
Wayne
can't wait till the sequel comes out.
And
the
that's
opening
why.
scene
That's
is
why at the
Riddler
end of the
and
movie
fucking
too, he
Arkham, and he's
even
just
admits.
sitting there and he goes, "I had no idea Bruce Wayne was Batman."
No, but
then
and you're saying
takes off
too
from there.
about how
Why
similar
would
they
you say
are,
that?
right?
Then he found out then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
at
Mike.
the end.
Fuck you, Mike.
Yeah,
I
piece of shit.
just want to say too, Riddler is smarter than Batman. Like, you guys are saying that Batman, isn't smart enough to realize that there's something bigger going on, and he overlooks the bombs, right? But Riddler straight up says to him, "He's like, oh, maybe you're not as smart as I thought you were." Like, he is smarter. Like, if you think that Riddler is gonna overlook that thing, like he's not, man. He's not. He's smarter than Batman. He knows Batman's Bruce Wayne, and that's okay. He fucks with Batman, but he hates Bruce Wayne.
Caught?
Hmm?
He's smarter than Batman. Why does he get caught all the time?
Who gets caught?
He's
Riddler.
smart. Is he smarter than
Smarter than Batman.
Riddler.
He beats
He got
Batman
caught
every
once.
single
He
time.
wanted to get caught, so that way he could.
Oh, I know he wanted to get caught in this, but like
Did the bombs not go off?
the bombs did go off. They did.
Okay then.
Mm-hmm.
Get up, get up, get up, drop the bombshell. Bombs.
Pull up this car.
And why was he upset at the end?
Why was he upset at the end?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Because
Paul,
Batman
His
protected
plan
him.
went all the way according to plan. Like he got the bombs off.
Yeah,
Why was
but
he
Batman
upset?
didn't want to join him.
True. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he could always just go to the next town over and get their Batman.
Wing.
You know?
Yeah. Bloodhaven was talked about then, so
Bloodhaven was
Well,
talking about.
if he
So
knows,
let's get Nightwing, baby.
I'm okay with Nightwing. I
Nightwing
just don't
shit.
get.
Batman.
Why would he keep saying Bruce Wayne? I know you guys say that's because he's crazy. No, but he wants him to know. But he also has to play dumb because there's a camera there. I mean, at the end of Hush, Riddler literally says, like, I know that you're Bruce Wayne, but it's more fun for me not to tell anybody, so I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah, but then Batman goes along with it, but he threatens to tell people that he's Batman, and then Batman puts him in his place and lets him know that he wouldn't do it because there's nothing for him in it, right? Yeah, but he doesn't realize that on his own. Batman
Batman's
fucking,
Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, Batman's Bruce Wayne.
No, Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Oh,
Wayne is Batman.
Yeah. Much
So
different.
Bruce Wayne died at 8 years old. Batman's been alive for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Chinatown.
What else? Is there anything else I want to talk about?
The
Explain
movie
why-
ended.
Explain why Mike is wrong again.
Not wrong though.
No,
I'm with
I think we
Mike
got
on this.
enough of why Mike is wrong. Of course you are.
Can't
White
be.
people.
I refuse to accept it.
Mike, you're not wrong.
I'm trying to.
Of
Yeah.
course, him. The two white people stick together.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah, it's
got
funny.
it.
It's funny how the split works
Thank
out.
you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
I got you,
Sorry.
bro.
We know Joe's racist, Mike, so I'm gonna just say you might want to.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike. You might want to rethink your decision.
Because he's obsessed with him.
We know from Schem Show episode 2 that Joe is in fact racist.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, that was
You
no
might
one.
wanna watch
That's first off, that's slander. Get you guys, hold you guys liable for this vicious attack on my character. I will defend myself.
We have evidence.
Evidence of what? That I'm trying to play the game. I played it
Yeah.
the right way. God damn it!
by killing off a black character. Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what I heard, though.
you
That's
did.
what I heard, though.
It was the undertone.
You just said I'm trying to play the game the right way in reference to you killing off a black character. I don't know what you're trying to.
You're taking one part of the game that happened and you're blowing it as if that was the whole crux of me playing the game.
I will say the soundtrack in this movie. I think the last thing I want to talk about is the soundtrack in this movie. It was very good. This was it was nice to actually have music and not just kind of like wallpaper. Like when we did the Mortal Kombat episode, you know, our guest Dave Phillips was talking about, you know, the music of a movie being like wallpaper, right? Like you're not supposed to notice it, but so many scenes in this movie have such little dialogue that the music is what's carrying it. You know, and that's what's telling the story. And I was actually listening to it on Spotify the other day, and the bum 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 song, that's called "It's Raining Vengeance," and that's what you hear like every time that Batman is getting ready to try to fuck somebody up. But then, yeah,
Right
it is the
up
main
until the
motif.
end.
And then exactly, then right up into the end where ow,
Rainbow.
bitch.
Ow.
I don't even know what I did there. But
Their
yeah.
registration was up. That's all that was wrong with them.
Oh, he slapped me.
Yeah, take that, Batman. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
You really think you're a nice guy, but really a piece of shit.
That was Penguin's whole thing.
Yeah, actually it was.
I want to watch the movie again.
But dude, like the moment he says we almost had him, like, and then Batman walks into the like, oh god, no, never mind, keep going.
No, yeah, we're talking about music here.
Yeah.
Give me that car. Give me that car.
The end.
Yeah, at the end of the movie there, where he like sacrifices himself to or attempts to sacrifice himself by cutting the wire. Oh, where you guys going? He you know, it's because of that Riddler goon that's like, you know, I'm vengeance. He's like, oh shit, it's like I'm just inspiring more death and shit like that. Yeah, like this has to stop. He's like, I have to become something more, which ties into, you know, at one point he talks about being his parents' legacy. And that's what the Renewal Project was supposed to be, right? Their legacy was the Renewal Project, which was supposed to be something that brought on hope for those that were like misfortuned in Gotham and shit like that. So he actually does take on his parents' legacy there at the end. And I love the scene where he, you know, he like cuts the wire, falls in the water, and then has to, you know, he goes and tries to help the civilians. And like when he's walking away after like getting them out of the debris, you know, he's got the torch. Like he literally, it's a metaphor. It's like very on the nose. But like, you know, he becomes like a beacon of hope.
Yeah.
You know, he's like lighting the way. Like he is literally.
The act of falling in the water is like a baptism almost.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A rebirth.
Because at that point he's just beating up criminals. He's not
Like
really
what I'm doing
saving
right now.
anyone. Like, he's saving people, but like he's saving the whole city right here.
That's like an extreme. He also went to an extreme edge. He almost fucking killed that guy in his face.
Yeah, that was sick.
Him.
Dude, the amount of stupid people in the movie theater, like, you think that was some sort of adrenaline? Like, are you fucking dumb?
It was cream filling from donuts from Dunkin'.
Yeah, like, my god.
Wait, what was the serum? I mean, it was adrenaline, right?
It was just
Some type of
adrenaline.
adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you listen to the motif there, when he's like walking away, you hear that like main motif that you hear throughout it, the from the It's Raining Vengeance. But the title of that piece is actually called The Batman. And that's where it's like for the first time it's not menacing. Like you can hear
it's
like
almost
it's uplifting and hopeful and stuff like that. And like I really shit, Joe, I'm glad you really brought up the you know, him going into the water is like a baptism, because you're totally right. Just a rebirth.
Even before, like, that music gets really crazy the last time, like right before he beats the shit out of that guy. Like it's almost like cracking. The music, like the audio gets so like blown out almost. So yeah, it's actually a good point. That's a good point that you brought up about the music. I didn't catch that the motif like went to like a more positive.
Yeah,
I have to rewatch it for that reason now.
Yeah, I noticed that the second time.
I just noticed that today when I went and saw it.
Yeah, And if you don't want to watch the whole movie, man, you can just go on Spotify. It's cool to like watch it in the, in the relation to this like the scene, as well, where he like finally becomes Batman, and then, the actual ending of the movie is like him helping the people on the roof, of the arena and trying to get them. Oh shit, that's what he did.
The colors in this movie also, I didn't pay a lot of attention to it because I was trying to like really focus on the story, but I know color played a huge part in this because there's a lot of blue and red in this movie.
Yeah.
But
Depression and rage.
Probably.
Yep. Yeah. It's the Matrix, dude.
Color depression.
Can we just talk about the real MVP, Mustache Cop?
Oh, dude, Mustache Cop.
I love him.
You do it for Capits.
It's Bruce Wayne.
Hey, man, you're not supposed to be in here.
I am going to step away from the microphone. I have to make a very important go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Dude, I can't wait till Matt Reeves comes out and saves Batman. Oh, we didn't talk about the Joker scene.
No. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Like,
I like that scene, though.
Yeah, you would.
Like the
I did.
Why? Why was that needed?
I don't know.
You were
just
talking
liked
about things that we can cut that made this go a little bit longer. That was one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean,
that feels
it
like
was
fun.
a cool little Easter egg. Like, okay, cool, like the Joker's in the universe, like that's cool. But like,
We have a doubt.
I didn't
that the
need
Joker's
it,
in the
though,
universe.
I guess, but I liked it.
Yeah. This wasn't like Condiment Man or something like that, where you're like, oh shit, he's in the It's Joker. You know Joker's coming.
Yeah. I mean, who else would you rather have seen?
Condiment Man?
Yeah, I fuck Condiment
What was
Man.
it, Egghead? Who was that guy in Batman 6060 TV show, Egghead? Or whatever?
Something like that. See,
Was it Egghead?
we got some characters. He could have kidnapped a little kid, made him just do Robin. He could have been some things that could have happened that was cool. But nah.
The mayor's son's gonna be Robin.
I was about to send that meme in our group chat, but Joe's in there, and he hadn't watched it yet. So now I can
hope
send
they
it.
don't do that. I'm okay if they do. I think. I don't know. We'll see what the next one is. I hope the next one is. 'Cause this one was great.
Yeah, no, this one was really good. I think definitely in the next one they're gonna play more on, like, I think we're gonna get more Bruce Wayne, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially with him trying to be a beacon of hope now, like he's gonna start coming out of his, home and
Doing
being
more,
the, like the philanthropist
Philanthropy
version of
stuff, yeah.
Bruce Wayne, yeah, and actually like using his money as Bruce Wayne to do good in the city. And then
That was the
beat
other
shit
thing
out
I
of people.
saw a lot of reviews on. They were like, "Oh, he's a terrible Bruce Wayne." I'm like, dude, he's not Bruce Wayne, really. I mean, he's like Matt Reeves said, they're all in infancy stages of the character, like in every aspect. Like he's angry and depressed and drawn. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be that guy yet. Like you're seeing him become that guy. Like he's figuring it all out. Like in Batman Begins, he kind of came back and was like, "I'm gonna be a symbol of hope." You know what I mean? And in this one, he's kind of like, he figures that out through doing what he's doing. Batman, he's a man. I know.
Well, I don't really have anything else to say about this movie. Check it out. It's playing in theaters. Eventually it'll be on HBO Max, but support your local theater. COVID's been hard on them.
Definitely worth seeing in theaters.
Definitely worth
Was
seeing
it good in
theaters.
IMAX?
I'm seeing it tomorrow in IMAX.
Oh, okay.
So I will report back. But I'm hopeful.
I just want to know how good Zoe Kravitz looks in IMAX.
I will let you know. I will keep you posted. I'll pirate it for you. No, I'm just playing.
Thank you.
I like
Just
Matt
record
Reeves
the
too
whole
much.
thing.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me kill some people GTA style as Batman.
You were Batman. You didn't kill anybody.
That's right. I just put him to sleep.
Yep. They're all sleeping.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, hey.
Go see the Batman.
Go see the Batman.
Worth
Tune
every
in.
penny. Go see it 6 times.
Yeah, go see it 6 times. I'm about to see it number 3 tomorrow.
Go see it
Might try to see
69
3
times.
Hell yeah. Don't fuck it. See it 420 times.
Yeah.
Why not? All right. Tune in next
Same
time.
bat time, same bat channel.